record.
Hi everyone, my name is Eric Lemieux. I'm an independent mining analyst based in the province of Quebec. I've got more than 20 years of experience in exploration in the mining industry. And I think I do have a very good understanding of the Abitibi, where Amex is based with its Perron Gold property. Joining me is Kelly Malcolm, VP Exploration at Amex Exploration, ticker AMX on the venture. Kelly, how are you?
Doing very well, thanks. You can see in the background of my Zoom call, I'm dreaming of getting back to work and getting our drill skirts running again.
Sounds excellent.
As a reminder, Eric, but while we're talking, I may make some forward-looking statements, so just be mindful of that. And anyone that's listening to this, please be mindful of that as well.
Kelly, Amex Exploration has been hitting some amazing high-grade gold in all three of your gold zones on the Perron property. First, I'd like to talk about the Eastern Gold Zone, which is where we have seen some of the highest grade drill holes in Canada. Kelly, where have we left off with the Eastern Gold Zone? How many meters have been drilled? And more specifically, in regards to the high-grade gold zone, to what depth?
Sure. So Eastern Gold Zone has been a significant success for the Amex company overall. We focused a lot of our work in 2019 and through 2020 on the Eastern Gold Zone directly. We've drilled now about 45,000 meters into the Eastern Gold Zone since discovery. That was in 2018 December. And essentially we haven't stopped drilling on that discovery since. We started with one drill. We are up to 4 drills on the property. We've drilled it now from surface down to a depth of about 780 meters. With a number of different drill holes with very significant high-grade intercepts.
Sounds good. You want to talk a little bit about the geometry of the high-grade gold zone?
Sure. So I will put you onto my Leapfrog viewer, which will show you a bit of the project in 3 dimensions. Here we go. So what you're looking at here is the overall Amex property. This is the Perron Project. About 4,500 hectares. The town of Normetal is over by my mouse in this corner over here. Everything is road accessible, so it's a non-helicopter access project, which allows for very inexpensive exploration. So we've got the Eastern Gold Zone, aptly named on the east side of our 4 different discoveries. The Gretienne Gold Zone on the west, the Grey Cat Zone to the north, and in between these two, along with the Central Polymetallic Zone in the middle and along the southern border. So we're going to look right now at the Eastern Gold Zone. So it's really comprised of several different lenses of gold mineralization. You can see here wireframes modeled of our general trends of mineralization. So we have our high-grade zone here, and then we've got the Denise Zone, which is comprised of several different lenses of high to low-grade mineralization that overall potentially forms a rather robust, large, low-grade panel of mineralization. So I'm going to turn off all these wireframes, Eric, and just show you the general contoured gold mineralization of the zones here. And what you're looking at is a projection. This is by no means drilled off, but a projection of the plunge to depth. So you see everything sort of plunging off to the east, down at about a 75-degree plunge, and it's all relatively vertically dipping. So a pretty simple, easy to follow, easy to drill panel of very high-grade gold mineralization with the addition of this Denise Zone further to the south.
Interesting. At some point, you hypothesized that the two zones might merge at depth. Can you explain a bit the current thinking in that regards? And I guess cut to the chase, where do you think you'll probably be able to build the most of the gold ounces?
In terms of the merging at depth, we had hypothesized that earlier based on some initial drilling up at surface. It seems like the Denise Zone is sort of moving a little bit as we're drilling down to depth. That theory is still valid. It remains to be tested, but we do plan on drilling down to about 1 kilometer depth. So we're really looking forward to seeing what happens at those depths. And even as we started doing some of the deeper drilling on the Eastern Gold Zone, high-grade zone, the characteristics of mineralization have changed in terms of deformation intensity, in terms of vein location. So you never know what happens as you keep drilling down a deposit. You can get some interesting surprises that can be really exciting.
And
And
the
sorry,
deepest
Eric, pardon me?
sorry, deepest holes in the Abitibi are at the Rouyn mine, if I'm not mistaken. The deepest mines, I should say. We're talking about what, 3,000 meters? So there's still a lot of depth potential at the Eastern Gold Zone, right?
Absolutely. And if you look at other deposits in the Abitibi, like you mentioned, Laurent, like you mentioned, aside from that, the Macassa mine, Kid Creek mine, a lot of these things have significant depth extension. And what's really exciting for us is the Normetal mine. If you look at this on the long section, will be right around here, went down to a little over 2 kilometers depth of really continuous high grade VMS mineralization. So we know this belt is conducive to depth extension on deposits. And it's a matter of us drilling it off and verifying that idea. But we're very confident, especially after our last few press releases, where we have seen that depth extension, that it should have a significant component
Super,
on
Kelly.
these.
Thank you very much for all this information. If I summarize, the high grade zone still has a lot of great potential. We're in a well-located property, well-endowed gold zones, and very much open at depth and laterally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. Really appreciate your time.